8:30 this Friday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester. An alarming study is highlighting how hate groups are targeting children playing online games.
Across Europe and North America, kids now account for 42% of terrorism-related investigations. For more on this and what parents can do, we're joined by Dr. Elizabeth Murray from Golisano Children's Hospital. Doc, thanks for coming in.
Sure, happy to be here. It's a kind of alarming thing to discuss on this Friday morning.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. What do we even mean by hate groups targeting kids?
Yeah, so what they looked at is it was kind of the United Nations watch group was looking at this to see how are people being recruited. And so they found that two of the very common free or low-cost gaming platforms were kind of these entries, because you could start slowly with kind of building friendships, building community, because again, all these platforms, if depending on your settings, players can talk with anybody out there in the world, and then you can build worlds. And so, the friendships are being built virtually, and then come into my platform, you can come into my server, you can be in my space that I control, and then, we're not just building something, now we're practicing a mission, a thing, and stuff like that, and it was just kind of growing. And so they found there's many case studies now, unfortunately, of young teenagers being recruited into some paramilitary, military-like organizations.
It sounds like a lot of blind trust, which, I mean, you can't blame the kid for having. That's youthful, bright eyes, but also very damaging and, as you said twice now, alarming.
Right, and I think it speaks to the bigger point of, yes, this is a eye-catcher headline, but the bigger problem still remains we need to teach kids how to be good digital citizens. And so bullying, local problems, communicating with people that they might decide to run away with, those types of things are still far more prevalent for the majority of children. This is a problem, but again, it speaks to the bigger issue of we need to make sure that we are coordinating efforts starting very young to teach about digital citizenry.
How do you approach that conversation with a kid then? I'm going to teach you how to be a good digital citizen.
Right, well, we got to teach the parents too. And so I think it's really critically important to remember that, if you bring a tablet into your house for your child to use, you have to make sure you know how to use it. And I think that kind of sounds flippant, but some of the settings and stuff are hard to figure out. And teenagers especially are good at gaming the system, so Apple offers classes in their store and online about how to use these devices and how to set up different things. There are plenty of tutorials available. So we need to make sure as parents, we are making sure we can set the limits. But then starting very young, if you were watching a video online with your 3-year-old, it might be Bluey, it might be something totally benign, but you're having those conversations of, this is something we like to watch together, we're doing this together. They're starting their devices at the kitchen table where there are people around them. And again, you're setting limits, having conversations about what are we looking at? How does that make us feel when we're looking at those things? How does it make us feel when we turn off the device? Having all of those conversations right before they're even having their own device.
Interesting.
Those are good questions.
When it comes to websites or specific games, are there any that are being targeted more than others?
We know that Roblox and Minecraft, just because of the ability to be in a zillion different worlds and different play spaces and the chat capabilities there that those historically have been it. There is a great reference, a resource for parents. The American Academy of Pediatrics put together a digital platform glossary. So basically you can go and look and it'll tell you the ins and outs of all the different platforms, what the capabilities are, what the pitfalls are, so you can have an understanding too. I personally recommend that anytime your child is making an account on a new program, a new platform, you make one too.
Continue that conversation with the kid. We just turned off the iPad. We were doing it at the kitchen table. Mm-hmm. You just finished watching Bluey, and you're asking them how it makes them. How did that video make you feel? How did turning off that iPad make you feel?
Yeah.
What are those responses?
And it can be varied. And what the responses are is what your child is teaching you they need at that moment, right? Our kids will let us know when they're ready for new responsibilities, and so understandably, a 4-year-old's going to want to watch more because it's a great show and it's fun and they like it, and all of these things are designed to draw in their attention. So it's about setting limits too, and we can also then kind of turn the conversation a little bit about the reason we have no devices at dinner time is because family is important and we want to be together and hear from each other. We can like a device, we can enjoy and have pleasure and have a good time watching a show and get utility from that experience, but also being together as a family, just having conversations, talking to each other is important. Spending time reading to grow our brains is important. Doing chores, helping out around the house to be a good home citizen.
Yeah.
All of these things all have equal weight. Just kind of put it away during school and somehow magically you're going to know how to use it better when you turn it back on is not going to work.
There may be some parents out there watching this thinking, okay, my 13, 14-year-old has had an iPad or a tablet since they were 9. It's too late for me to start setting rules. That's not the case.
No.
How do they go about doing that without completely, stifling their teenager and, get that, you're smothering me, Mom?
Yeah, and it's hard. And that, that's why there are conflicts between parents and kids, because kids want to do their own thing and parents know the safety components of it. But I mean, I would liken it to, you wouldn't say, oh, your child's mad about wearing a seatbelt, so they don't have to wear a seatbelt. It's that level of safety, right? I mean, we have had multiple cases around here of children who have been lured away by people that they thought were their own age, and they go meet them in person, and lo and behold, they're not. And so these kind of things happen. And so it's a very real safety issue, and I would liken it to any of the other things that we don't feel bad about making our children do.
Wow.
Yeah. Doc Murray, really great information. Thank you for that. For somebody sitting at home, they want to learn more. They want to learn how to protect their family before they even bring that tablet into the house.
Yep.
Where do they go?
So a simple search. The American Academy of Pediatrics has what's called the Center of Excellence for Social Media, and it is for physicians and providers, parents as well. There's a teen advisory board, so before they make any recommendation, they involve the teens to say, is this reasonable? How can we do this better? And you can ask questions in real time, too. Lots of training opportunities. That's where I would go.
Very
Beautiful.
good. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.